Welcome to the workout. I'm Greg, and today we're going to be doing a upper body workout. We're going to be focusing a lot on shoulder stabilizers, as well as some of the good mirror muscles, those muscles that actually show up in the mirror, look good in the mirror. So today we're going to be starting with a couple exercises for the hard to reach muscles or the hard to target muscles, and then do some of the larger muscle groups at the end. So we're going to start by warming up for the workout. This is going to be a follow along workout, so you can go ahead and do these along with me or whenever you can. So we're going to be just starting out by getting blood flowing into the shoulders, and let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Just crisscrossing the arms, just getting some blood flowing into the muscles of the shoulder so we're not going in cold. It does a couple things. It gets the muscles primed to move. It also will release some lubrication into the joints so they're not going in cold or stiff. And then up to the side. So we're going to be working on the retractors of the shoulder, the rotator cuff, pecs, and lats today, with some of the upper arm as well. So a lot of muscle groups, all in the upper body though. So we'll have 4 exercises we're going to be doing together, and we're going for about 10 reps per exercise. If that all sounds confusing, don't worry. I'll be right here with you. So just follow along. I'll show you as we go. So the first exercise we're going to do, since we're all warmed up, got our shoulders moving, just a couple more shoulder rolls, some talking. So we're going to start with an exercise called a T exercise. So for this, you're going to need a band. I'd recommend going a lighter band. And what we're going to do is you're going to actually wrap it around your body. So starting with this one, this is again called a T. It works the muscles in the back of your shoulder blades and in your rotator cuff, while also stretching the pec. So this is a great exercise for some hard to target muscles. What you're going to do is you're going to cross the band across your body and then hold the handles with your thumbs facing out. From here, you're going to pull across into a T position. You can see how my body kind of creates a T. As I'm doing this, I'm actually pinching my shoulder blades back and together. You might feel a stretch across your chest. That's okay. We're actually elongating the chest muscle. If you ever see a lot of people who work heavy on the chest, sometimes they can be actually rounded forward where they're walking around like this. So this actually pulls it back and opens that up. So we're strengthening those scapular retractors, those shoulder blade retractors, as well as stretching the pecs. So again, holding with palms facing up, thumbs facing towards the outside, pulling out to the side, pinching the shoulders together, and then back. All right? So we're going to do 10 of those together. This is going to be a T exercise. Also, make sure your shoulders stay down. Don't let them come towards your ears. Keep those shoulders down and relaxed. So going out to the side and then back. We're going to do 10 of these together. So pulling out. 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of small muscles that work this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You should feel that right between your shoulder blades, especially when we get to about that 8 or 9 number. Should feel like it's burning a little bit, or have that warm feeling. So now we just did a T, our second exercise. So next exercise is going to be a W. You're going to step right in the middle of the band, holding the band with your thumbs pointed up. You're going to bring your hands up to the sides into a W position. This is getting more of that rotation of the shoulder, so it'll be more in that rotator cuff. Really bringing your hands up to the side, trying to get them back behind your shoulder like you're scooping ice cream and throwing it behind you. So there's a lot of what we do is going forward and down, like driving, using a mouse, holding your phone. So we're reversing that by engaging those muscles in the back of the shoulder, help keep that upright posture and keep your shoulder safe. It can actually compress the shoulder to go forward all the time. So again, going up to the side in our W position with your thumbs pointed behind you, and then back. We're going to do 10 of these together. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat or in the comments. I'll try and get to them as soon as I can. And we're going to do 10 together, stepping right in the middle of the band, back straight, lifting up to the back. Again, pinching those shoulders together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a very commonly missed exercise at the gym. 6, but it's incredibly important to strengthen your rotator cuff. 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you think about it, if you're strengthening a lot of the big muscles in the shoulder, but you're not strengthening the muscles that hold your ball and socket in place, that's your rotator cuff. If you're not strengthening those, these are gonna pull so hard that rotator cuff is not gonna be strong enough to keep your joint in socket, and eventually it can cause pain. It can lead to all kinds of damage down the road. So we wanna make sure we keep these up to speed with these and the big other muscles in your shoulder. So that's commonly missed, and that's why sometimes when people go to the gym more, they're like, oh, I hurt more and more. Why is that? It's because they haven't caught up all their muscles, only some of them. So we're working the support muscles to really make sure we're trying to prevent injury as well. All right, so now we just worked 2 for the shoulder. Now we're gonna work some of the larger muscles. So we're gonna go to the ground, and you're gonna need heavier bands for this one. We're gonna do a chest press. So I'm using 2 heavy bands, and I'm gonna attach them together into a full loop. I'll show you what we're doing, and then we can do a set of 10 together. So you're gonna have them in a continuous loop and put them right around your body, right about chest level. Okay? Then you're gonna lay down on your back, again with the band looped right around chest level. Now from here, you're gonna grab onto the band right above your shoulder. So your hands aren't together, they're right apart, right like this. And from here, you're gonna push straight out to the front. We're working the chest muscles as well as the muscles in the back of the arm. So we're working just like a bench press, but we don't have a bench, so we're calling this a chest press. I'm actually gonna shift so I'm in the band a little bit. So we're gonna push straight up to the front. We're gonna do 10 of these together. Pushing straight out, you should feel this in your chest and the back of the arms. And then back down. 1. Straight out to the front. 2. 3. 4. 5. You should be feeling this in your chest right now. 6. 7. 8. 9. losing my grip a little bit. And 10. And now we're gonna sit up. So we just worked the chest. Now we're gonna work the back. So still with the, try and be the same level of weight so it's balanced between your front and back. I'd recommend staying with the same bands. So if you need to drop a band, I'd drop it for both. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna wrap the bands around your feet. We're gonna do a row. So you're gonna put your feet out in front of you so you feel tension in the band. So keeping your back straight, you're gonna pull back with your shoulders. See how my entire shoulder comes back? So pull back with your shoulders and then pull back with your arms, bringing the band to your chest, right at that rib cage area. Where you're pulling right to that solar plexus, that place right below your rib cage. So again, shoulders come back, elbows bend, pulling to your rib cage. All right? So we're gonna do 10 of these together. So pulling shoulders back and arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So now again, we're working the lats, some of the bicep, some of the back of the shoulder. Big mover on that one is the lats though, which are a huge muscle that runs across, actually starts in your low back, goes all the way up over your ribs into your shoulder. All right, now we're gonna go back to standing up. So that was our first set. We're gonna do actually 3 sets together. If you can't do 3, that's okay. Just do what you can. Try and do any set you start though, try and finish that set. If you need to stop though, it's okay. So you actually get the most benefit from your first set and then diminishing from the second and third. So just do what you can. If it's too much for you, call it a day. You've done good work. So we're gonna go ahead and start back with the T. So for the T, you're gonna wrap the band right around your body, then cross and grab with your hands facing up. Now this is a good exercise for actually taking pressure off the nerve in your shoulder, because this muscle can tighten up and then close the gap for that nerve. You know the nerve that runs to your funny bone actually starts up here. Also the nerve for carpal tunnel, same nerve. So what we're doing is we're taking pressure off of that so it can help everything down below it. Sometimes people think they have carpal tunnel when they actually have a pinched nerve up here. They just don't realize it because they feel it down here, but the nerve is actually pinched up here. So what we're doing is giving that nerve room to move. So we're strengthening the muscles in the back that keep that gap open and stretching out that muscle that closes that gap. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna cross, palms facing up. Now in this one, shoulders stay down. You don't want the shoulders come up because that closes that gap. You want the shoulders down and the hands to be up with thumbs pointed out, pulling out and away, pinching your shoulder blades together, and then back. We're gonna do 10 of those together. So pulling out and away, and then back. 1, 2, 3. That left hand wants to go a little high on me on that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. There's a lot of small muscles that work in that one. It's really hard to get those muscles to contract sometimes without a specific exercise, because a lot of the large muscles take over for it. A lot of people use their traps, which are the muscles that run across here. They'll stabilize with their traps, not with the other stabilizer muscles in the back of their shoulder, because these feel strong, but that also means these get overworked. So, and that's why people commonly have stress headaches in their traps, or because their traps are too tight, they're up here all the time, and then it gives them headaches or neck strain, and we want to remove that. A lot of trying to just help people live the best without pain. Live their best, live their best lives, at least fitness-wise. So now we're going to do a W. So working that rotator cuff in the back of the shoulder. Those muscles run a lot back in here. I actually have 4 of them. 2 of them run back in here. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a W. So you're going to step right in the middle of the band. And from here, you're going to bring your hands up to the back, pointing the thumbs backwards into that W position. You can see how my body makes that W, where one arm is one half the V, the other arm is the other half. You want to have your elbows a little bit bent. You don't want them way up here. Down a little bit below your shoulder, and then back. So it's like you're scooping ice cream, throwing it behind you, and then back. Subconsciously, we're trying to get you to not eat sugar too. Just throw that ice cream away. So what we're going to do is do 10 together, working that rotator cuff, scooping ice cream, throwing it behind you. That's going to be 1. If you have any questions, feel free to post it in the comments or the chat. 2, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. 3, 4, 5, 6, really trying to pull those shoulders back. 7, 8, 9, can really feel this in my left side today, and 10. Right-handed, so my right is probably stronger than my left in this. All right, so we just did some shoulder stabilizers. Now we're going to work pectorals and triceps. So we're going to go to the ground. I'm using 2 heavy bands, but remember, I would use the same bands for both rowing and chest press. So our next 2 exercises. So if you need to go lighter, then on one, go lighter on both, so it's balanced. So we're going to go right in the middle of the band and laying on your back, grabbing onto the band right at chest height, and make sure the band's right underneath that chest height. You're going to push out to the front, pushing your hands straight. You can grip or you can have your hands open, whatever feels more comfortable. And then back down right at chest height. So feeling this in your pecs and the back of your arm. So we're going to go straight out to the front. We're doing 10 together. So pushing out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a bench press without the bench press. Without the bench. 5. So we call it a chest press. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. All right. Now sitting up, go ahead and take the band off. And keeping your back straight, you're going to put the band right around your feet. And bring your legs out in front of you to where you feel tension in the band. From here, excuse me. From here, what we're going to do is pull back with the shoulders and then back with the arms, pulling the band back to your rib cage. All right? So we're going to do, this is called a row. We're going to do 10 of these together. Just working the muscles along the upper back, working those lats, which run along your rib cage up into your shoulder, and then the muscles in your upper arm and the back of your shoulder. So pulling to the back. 1. I'll change my grip, hang on. And 2. Remember, shoulders come back, arms come back. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one, 10. All right. So that was set number 2. If you need to, you can call it a day there, but we're going to do one more set. So if you're feeling tired, that's okay. You need to stop. Perfectly fine. This is a good place to call it a day if you need to. But if you're ready to keep going, we're going to do one more set of these 4 exercises. I'm going to go ahead and go back to standing. So again, we're going back to some of the shoulder stabilizers. All these small muscles around your shoulder, or smaller muscles around your shoulder that are hard to target. So we're going to start with set number 3, doing a T exercise. So you're going to wrap the band right around your torso, right at shoulder height. Cross the band and grab the handles with your palms facing up and thumbs pointed out. From here, you're going to go out to the sides, pinching your shoulder blades together. So you can see my hands actually go out to about shoulder, where it's straight out from my shoulder, and then back. So again, we're opening up that gap for the nerve. We're stretching the pectoral muscles. These are very common to get tight, where it pulls you into a more hunched posture. If you think about it, if you're driving or using your phone, they're already in that hunched forward posture. So we're reversing that by engaging all those other muscles. So to undo that shortening, we have to contract to go the opposite direction to make sure it stays long and pliable. Okay? So we're going the opposite way, or we're going backwards with this one. So you're going to grab palms facing up, thumbs pointed out, crisscrossing your body. You're going to go out to the sides, pinching the shoulders together, and back. All right? So we're going to do 10 of these together. It's our last time. So finish strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can really feel that in my left shoulder. 6. It's tired. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh. You might see my shoulders start to drift up a little bit on the left side because the traps want to take over. And so I had to think about bringing it back down. So I'm not using my traps, I'm using the back of the shoulder, back between the shoulder blades to keep them together. It's very easy for those traps to take over. They're a strong muscle, but because they're so strong, they can be overly relied upon, and then it actually causes problems or headaches. It can actually also narrow the gap for that nerve in the shoulder by lifting it up. The two things that narrow that gap are lifting up and rotating down and inward. So we don't want either of those actions. We want to give that nerve all the room we can to feed into your arm, because that's where all the nerves run for your arm, and it can cause a lot of discomfort or pain if those do get, trust me, if you ever have that nerve pinched, it's not a good feeling. It feels like a shock down your arm. So we want to avoid that, especially while working out. Whew. You guys still need that. We have one more exercise to do standing up. It's going to be a W. So what you're going to do, standing straight and tall, you're going to bring your hands up to the sides, standing right in the middle of the band. You're going to lift up to the sides and then back, creating a W with your body. Now you're gripping so your thumbs are pointed to the back as you go backwards. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat or the comments. I am getting tired quickly. This third set always gets to me a little bit. It's good though. That means we're actually building strength. If you feel tired right now, that's a good thing, because that means you're actually metabolically challenging the muscles, challenging your body, and that's what's going to make it grow. So that's actually what we're looking for. If you feel tired now, good job. You're working hard. So, scooping ice cream, throwing it behind you into that W, pinching those shoulder blades together. All right? So we're going to do 10 of these together. This is our last one for the shoulder stabilizers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. All right, that was our last for the rotator cuff specifically. Rotator cuff specifically, I almost said cup there. It's rotator cuff, C-U-F-F. So now we're gonna go to the chest press, doing some heavier bands. And my shoulders are starting to feel it, so I'm actually gonna drop one band for the last set. So I'm not compromising my shoulder, not having bad technique, so I'm dropping the band just a little bit to make sure I keep good technique. So laying on your back, actually looping the band right around your chest, then laying on your back. We're gonna have the band right at chest height, pushing straight out to the front, and then back to your chest. Working muscles in the chest and back of the arm. So going 10 of these together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. All right, so we just did pushing, so now we're going to do pulling. It's our last exercise. So looping the bands around the feet, we're going to do a row. So reaching out, grabbing onto the band with both hands, you're going to pinch your shoulders back, or pull your shoulders back rather, and then pull back with the arms, engaging all the back muscles and then some of the upper arm as well. So So we're going to do 10 of these together and then we are done. And the last exercise, guys. Let's finish strong. And going together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that was our set number 3. So we got through all 4 exercises. I'm gonna go back to standing. So we got through all 4 of our exercises for 3 sets. So good job for everyone. And especially, if you need to, grab a drink of water, anything like that. For those of you who'd like to, we're gonna go into stretching now. If you want to be done, that's perfectly fine. If you want to stay, cool down, do some stretching, I'd still recommend getting a little bit of water if you haven't had any yet. Just make sure no one's getting dehydrated or anything. Probably. Whew. Okay. So we're going to go into some stretching now. So we work the pecs and some of the biceps, so we're going to stretch the pecs to help elongate some of that. So what you're going to do, we're going to start with the pec and bicep. This whole front area is going to get stretched. So you're going to clasp your hands behind your back and then push your hands out and away from your body, feeling a stretch in your pectorals and your bicep. You might feel it in the front of the shoulder, in that bicep area, or into the pec in here. And we're going to hold that for 30 seconds, pushing out to the back. Count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and relax. All right, we also worked these muscles back between the shoulder blade. So we're gonna stretch out the back of the shoulder. So you're gonna cross your arm across your body. Then with your other hand, you're actually gonna grab your arm and pull it towards your body, feeling a stretch in the back of your shoulder. So you can grab it with your hand or grab it sort of in the crook of your elbow. I like the elbow a little bit better. I feel like I can get more leverage. You should feel a stretch in the back of your shoulder. We're gonna hold this one again for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then same thing on the other side, crossing your arm across your body, grabbing onto your other arm or in the crook of your elbow, whichever is easier, grabbing or pulling in. You should feel a stretch in back of your shoulder, all back in to the back. You might even feel it all the way between your shoulder blades. That is okay. Feel it all the way into there. And holding for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and relax. On all these stretches, you want to go to where you feel a little bit of tension but no pain. There's actually evidence to say that going into pain is actually less effective than going just to light tension. You actually get a better stretch from doing just a little bit of tension and not hurting your body. Turns out, not hurting your body is actually a good thing. So, now we're going to stretch the tricep. You're going to put your hand right between your shoulder blades, and then with the other hand, gently pull back on the elbow, stretching the tricep in the back of your arm. And holding that for 30 seconds. Almost done. We've got this and one more stretch to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And same thing on the other side. Putting your hand right between your shoulder blades, grabbing onto your elbow, pulling back gently into a stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. Alright, so our last stretch is going to be for our rhomboids, which are a diamond-shaped muscle right between the shoulder blades, right in here. Alright, so for the rhomboids, you're going to clasp your hands together and then push your hands out to the front and bring your head down, feeling a stretch right at the top of your shoulder blades, holding for 30 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. And relax. Alright, that is our workout for today. I try and do these every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So if you want to be part of the workout, go ahead and hit subscribe and the bell to be notified when we're going to go live, or just show up. That's fine too. So hope to see you guys next time, and keep on working out, keep staying active, and keep those muscles healthy. And make sure to, if you haven't drunk water, make sure you have some water, have some food. Stay healthy. Take care, guys.